I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive. The all-new 2023 Honda Accord versus the new 2023 Honda Civic.
We did this comparison last year with the top trim Civic and the top trim Accord. Now the Accord has been updated. However, this time we're comparing the lowest trim Accord to the highest trim Civic, which in the United States, there's basically no difference in price. But Yuri, let's get to the horsepower and torque.
Horsepower and torque.
The Accord has 192 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque from a 1.5-liter turbo four-cylinder, and the Civic has 180 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque from a 1.5-liter turbo four-cylinder. Yes, it's the same engine.
Ready?
Oh.
Oh, you got me.
I'm pulling! Wow, that was the world's worst acceleration battle.
I'm just happy when both cars are the same speed, but what if somebody wanted to buy one of these? Where would they go?
tsp.truecar.com for discounted price offers. These are some of the top selling vehicles through that link. Because Yuri's currently in the EX trim of the Accord, America actually gets the LX trim, which is below the EX. They also get the EX and similarly priced in the United States. In Canada, there's much more of a difference between these. So if you're shopping for one, definitely check them out in the United States because they're even more comparable.
So what are the biggest differences between these two? Because they're both sedans. You don't have the hatch right now, so they both have trunks. Do we start with the looks or the interior space?
Let's start with the looks. You're driving a undercover cop car in the Ford Taurus beside me.
Am I defending the Ford Taurus Honda Accord, or am I just talking normally here?
No, we're going to defend the vehicles that we're currently driving. This is a special edition of Car Review Court.
The brand new Honda Accord looks so good. Like, such a streamlined look. Looks like nothing else out there. I especially love the taillights. They stand out so much more than the Civic, and they look so sleek.
Wow, very convincing, lawyer Yuri. This Civic is undeniably better looking. This beluga whale front end is gorgeous. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it compared to the hatch, which also looks very lovely.
The Civic headlights don't even match the headlights of the rest of the Honda lineup like they do in this Accord. We got similar ones to the Pilot and to the CR-V. That's what makes the front end of this Accord look better.
Thank you for pointing out how unique my vehicle looks in the Honda lineup.
Oh, damn. I mean, both of these cars in white, they look like some fleet stuff. Like, just saying, they look like Life Labs or like a delivery company for like Napa Auto Parts or something like that. You know, put a yellow helmet on them and they're good.
Especially the Accord with its base model wheels. So you have 17-inch wheels. I got 18-inch on the Civic. Yeah, that's right. The Civic has bigger wheels.
Okay, Civic wheels look kind of nice, but I got more sidewall, which is like, you know, better for more comfort. I don't have to worry about scratching my wheels as easily. So I think that's a win for the Accord.
Yeah, the Accord could definitely plow through curbs much faster, which I've seen some Accord drivers before, and you'll probably need that feature.
That is a selling feature. And what would be the Continental recommended tire for either of these cars?
The Extreme Contact DWS 06 Plus for the Civic, and the Pure Contact LS for the Accord, which is a luxury premium all-season touring tire for a luxury vehicle like an Accord.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, and then what is next that we can compare with the looks? Like, body lines are both pretty similar, right?
Yeah, let's just leave it at pretty similar, nothing special. The taillights, much better on the Civic. They actually put some effort into them. They look fantastic. And the Accord, I think they just forgot about the back end.
You have never been more wrong in your life. How about exhaust tips?
The same, because we both don't have exhaust tips.
Okay, let's settle the looks by whose car sounds better from
the outside.
Let us know in the comments below which one you think looks better. If I took my lawyer hat off right now, you know, this looks like a Ford Taurus cop car. It's not really my favorite look. I had it parked in front of my house all day, and I'm like, why is there a cop watching me? I think, yeah, Civic looks a little better.
Yeah, Civic definitely looks a lot better. This looks like they put effort into it. The Accord, especially next to the Civic, because when I saw it in isolation when we drove the top trim, I was okay with that Accord, but seeing the base model next to the top trim Civic, it does not look very pretty.
I think the Accord looks a lot better in red. I think both of these cars look a lot better when they're not in like fleet car spec.
100% agree. Let's get to some of these interior differences now. I would like to start with my lovely leather steering wheel. The quality of this is immaculate. Yuri, have you ever looked at your dashboard and thought, that is a material that I want on my steering wheel?
I have a urethane steering wheel. Now that is something cool to talk about. Just leather, like who cares?
Yuri, do me a favor and knock on your dashboard and then knock on the steering wheel. It should make the same sound.
Steering wheel's actually a little harder. Okay, so it's a weird steering wheel, but the nice thing about getting into this Accord was that everything was very simple, nothing was complicated. My infotainment has a volume knob, a tuning knob, and so many hard buttons, way more than that Civic.
Yeah, the Civic definitely has some of those hard buttons, a home back, a volume knob, and a tuning button, not a tuning knob, which honestly would have been nice if they just added in a secondary tuning knob.
But to be fair, taking my lawyer hat off, this doesn't have SiriusXM in the Accord. None of them do, which is total trash. And we love SiriusXM. They were a sponsor for a while. I'm wearing my SiriusXM shirt, and they're hooking us up with Blink-182 tickets that we're going to tonight. So shout out SiriusXM, Blink-182.
Blink-182, rock on!
I got in here and I was like, SiriusXM, where are you? So I just used it off my app, off my Apple CarPlay, which is wired, which worked perfectly.
Oh, you don't have wireless, Yuri?
No, nobody likes wireless Apple CarPlay.
Everybody loves wireless CarPlay when you do own a vehicle, so this top trim Civic has wired and wireless. That's right, options.
But does the Civic have a digital dash in the lowest trim?
We're not talking about the lowest trim. I'm in the highest trim right now, and yes, I do have a digital dash in the Civic.
Probably the same one as the Accord. It's pretty nice though, eh? Nice digital dash.
Yeah. What about drive modes? Because I have a couple of them, and I have a drive mode indicator button.
I have economy mode, economical mode, econ. The one with the green leaf. I don't know. That one. And then I got drive,